Okay.
Alrighty. Here we go. All right, how is everyone doing tonight? Welcome to another episode of
Hello.
Infodump. This is Lone Pine. Go ahead and say hi, Trevor.
Hello.
All right, and
Am I
today
unmuted?
you are unmuted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. You don't show up on the closed captions, but
Okay,
that's
cool,
because
cool,
the
cool,
closed
cool.
captions go through my mic specifically.
Right.
Right. But yeah, so we're gonna be talking about music. Let's just get right down to it while I open up the tabs correctly on my computer so I can see the things like the prep document. But yeah. So why'd you want to talk about music today? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your music.
Because I like music.
Fair enough.
Want my ASL?
Uh
Okay. I forgot how old I was. 22.
yeah.
And B. Is L language or location?
ASL
I
age
don't know
sex
what the L
location.
at ASL stands for. I think it's location.
Yeah, age sex location.
Northwest.
Yep, PNW.
Northwest.
Yeah. You like music. You
Yep.
make some really damn good music. You want to talk about the kinds of music that you make? Or the kinds of
I
music
make
you
this stuff called synthwave
synthwave.
or vaporwave or retrowave. Yeah, I make synthwave.
Nice.
For the most part, I do vaporwave stuff too every once in a while.
Yeah. I'm
Like my most popular song is my vaporwave song.
I like you had all five of my most listened to songs this year were your songs. According to Spotify at least.
Nice,
And that was
nice. I
pretty
appreciate it.
yeah. And so what is synthwave? What is
According to
vaporwave?
Spotify,
What was that?
synthwave is like what?
No, go ahead.
Synthwave is like music made with synths, like analog synths. I don't obviously use analog synths. I use virtual stuff, but it's like the music. Picture Blade Runner, but in music form,
All right.
or like picture Back to the Future, like the DeLorean from Back to the Future, but in music form. It's yeah, it's just like synth music.
Makes
I don't
sense.
really know how to explain it other than like
Retro
retro jazz,
synthesizer. Retro jazz. That's a good descriptor. And
retro jazz made by robots.
retro jazz made. There we go. That's a good descriptor. Retro jazz made by robots. Um,
Yeah,
and so you also do vaporwave and so what's vaporwave? What's the difference between vaporwave and synthwave?
vaporwave is okay. You know those like Arizona green. You know those Arizona green tea things.
Yeah, yeah.
Picture that, but in music, and that's vaporwave.
There you go.
Vaporwave is just like chill, stoner music, pretty much. It's essentially like the same instruments used in synthwave, but just used differently. I don't know. It's like hard to explain, you know. Like a lot of vaporwave songs are remixes of already existing songs. So making original vaporwave is just making synthwave, but more high, as in like you're more high.
Just ascending Both
That's the only way I can
in
explain it.
genre and in sobriety
Yeah,
or lack
yeah,
thereof.
like, and then there's chill wave, which is the vaporwave, but you're more high, and
Yeah,
it's just like too much reverb, and I don't like it as much.
fair enough. So then, what music do you enjoy making most between like the genres that you discussed?
Synthwave,
Synthwave, and
probably synthwave the most, honestly.
yeah, and what about synthwave really gets
Yeah,
what really makes you enjoy it that much?
it's I mean, I like to listen to it, so I just like to make it.
That makes sense.
You know, like
Yeah,
a lot of my favorite songs are synthwave songs, and I like to listen to
yeah,
it. So I like to replicate what I like. You know?
makes sense. Well, who are some of your inspirations then? Like you mentioned,
Yeah.
it's like some of the music you really like to make. It's like to listen to, so you like to make it. So who do you like to listen to?
Like Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Yeah, Daft Punk. Kavinsky. There's this German singer named Nina. Not the one who did 99 Red Balloons, but a different one.
All right,
Also German, also named Nina, spelled differently.
got it.
Um, oh no, I'm blanking. I think it's Anna Yvette. Anna Yvette, is that her name?
Hmm.
Yeah, Anna Yvette. She's good.
All right.
There's just a lot of like singular songs that I like too.
Nice.
Anything by David Deluxe is good too.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to the Ghost Runner soundtrack, I highly recommend it. It's very good.
All right.
It's just fun.
Yeah. So now I've got your music playing in the background. I just put that. I realized I didn't have that going yet.
Oh, nice.
So right now I've got November 2019 playing. But yeah. So
That song is inspired by the movie Blade Runner because it takes place in November 2019.
that's funny. But
It's very
something
basic. It's very
something
basic,
about you
yeah.
is that you don't tend to you don't find it easy to release songs in album format, or you don't tend to release songs in album format.
No,
Why?
okay.
Go ahead.
Albums take a lot of work to like set up. You know, you have to. For me, anyway, I can't just like release 8 songs that have no sort of like connecting dialogue between them.
Right.
I almost like require myself to have some sort of story with my album. So every song that I've released since my third album has just been singles that have nothing to do with each other.
Makes sense.
And it's just easier that way because then I can make a song and release it. I can make a song and release it
Yeah, like you
rather
go
than
as the
trying to like
inspiration
build
flows.
off of each other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do you like when you're like making a song? What will like strike inspiration for you? How does the creative process start for you? Or does it just kind of happen?
Um, I'll be sitting in like bed at like 5 in the morning and I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And I'll get like a little melody or in my head and I'll just write it down or forget about it or whatever, but it will be there subconsciously in my nog.
Yeah.
And I'll just work with it.
There you go. And
I'll just work with it.
yeah. That's
I
really
get a lot of
interesting.
inspiration from like video games and shit.
Yeah. No, for sure. And like it definitely like the songs that you make, like some of them that you make really sound like adventurous. Like to me, like a lot of it sounds it's like the type of tempo that helps me be productive. I don't know, like I used your music a lot to help me get stuff done while also like not like because there's some music that is supposed to do that you don't like, but I really enjoy your music, and so I'd be like happy listening to your music and also be able to be productive.
Right. Thank you.
And it's that kind of you're welcome. It's that kind of video game music though, because video game music often is designed to make you do things.
It's just built off of me. Yeah, it's just built off of me wanting to have background noise.
Fair enough. Like silence is deafening.
Like the first song I ever made. The first song I ever made was a lo-fi song. And it's like it's only on my SoundCloud. It's not very good, but it I use the you know how like an Ocarina of Time, you open the menu and it goes boom and do 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 do.
Yeah.
boom, do 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 do
Yeah.
do, like the opening song for Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I used that like those like 4 chord like note chord progressions, or just over and over again with like a lo-fi beat behind it.
Nice.
And then I was like, yeah, there's
Yeah.
music. Whoa.
Music. Woo.
And then I have since gotten better at writing songs.
Yeah, you're really good at it. And so let's see here. What looking at your most recent one, I'm curious like how so your most recent one is The Hunt, right? The Hunt? No, the one on Spotify at least.
I was heavily inspired by Ghost Runner when I made that song. Ghost Runner is a video game, very very fun cyberpunk, like insta death platformer
Huh.
video game. Very fun. Music's great. I was inspired by it. You can totally play it if you want. I don't know if you're already playing it.
I'm not playing it already, but I'm gonna put it on
It's
now.
definitely more soundtrack-esque. Yeah, it's more soundtrack-esque. Definitely isn't like a song, and there's
Yeah.
like 3 parts to it within the song.
Yeah, it starts
It's like
off.
a slow part, and
Yeah.
then a medium speed, and like the fast-paced ending.
Is that
It's
kind of like
supposed
how
to
you
be
go
like
through a level in
you're
Ghost
being
Runner?
hunted, you know?
Oh, that makes sense. It's like there's the alarms going at the start. And you're...
Yeah. Yeah, there's the alarms. I had this idea of like an animation to go with it, but I just haven't worked on it at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to stay productive. That's fair.
But the song is just... Well, it's hard to like stay focused on one thing at a time.
Right. Yeah, did you definitely like go with
I'm
what...
out here working on like videos, music, art, and I just... Yeah.
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 And then let's talk. I'm curious about the song that I listen to most of yours. I think I think I listened to Do Humans Dream the most on album 3. And I've got that playing in the background now.
Yes. Do Human. I think that was the 3rd song that I wrote for that album. 2nd song I wrote for the album. That was the 2nd song I wrote for the album. The name is a play off of the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is the book that Blade Runner is based off of. Like I said, just a lot of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
A lot of Blade Runner. I love that movie, love the book. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember how that one goes. Let me listen along with my own music while this is happening.
That one. Just like really... And yeah. While you're looking for that,
I've been using the voice command feature on my computer a bunch. It's very nice.
Bet. That does sound nice, actually.
I take that back.
As a reminder, chat, if you're new here, we also go off of questions from the audience. So if anyone in the audience has questions that you'd like to ask our wonderful guests here, make sure to post them in the chat and we'll get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like how this progresses. It feels like this song, like it builds off of itself as it goes. Like it's like you keep adding layers to it, and that's something that's just super interesting to me.
I guess you could say that my music is like sound or synthwave mixed with the basis for house music or progressive house music, where a new like instrument is added every couple measures or bars.
Yeah.
Which one? Okay. It's kind of like it starts off with like bass, and then it goes art, and then it goes drums, and then it goes chords, and then it goes whatever, and then it just goes on and builds off, and then it goes to the chorus, which is everything, then it goes tapers off to whatever, and then it ends with like 2 or 3 instruments at once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay. This one was originally, the like plucking ARP sound was originally a wood block.
Huh.
And then I was like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah. How in the process of making a song, how often do you like scrap and start over? How much tinkering do you do?
A lot. I have over 100 unreleased songs.
100 unreleased songs. Here, I'm gonna quickly post your Spotify
and I doubt
link in the chat.
I doubt
Elijah.
like probably only 25% of them will actually get finished and released. But so that's like 75 songs that won't ever see the light of day.
Right. And what makes you decide if
They're gonna
something's
stay in the
release
dungeon
worthy?
that is my sound folder for 5 ever. If I like it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. So I think something
And then
that
sometimes I'm just absolutely not feeling it at all, and I just had to scrap it.
yeah, for sure. Something that I struggle with, like, I don't create music, but or art per se, but I'm still trying to create content. But something that I struggle with is like how do I like justify making something? How do I'm like, oh yeah, this people are gonna like this, people are going to enjoy this. How do I overcome the fear of like not like feeling like I'm not gonna be able to do it? How did you do that? Or do you feel like you haven't really encountered?
I had outside people help me.
Makes sense.
It's more so that like I would make something, right? And then I'd be like, I would ask people like, how does this sound? And they'd be like, oh yeah, it sounds good. And I wouldn't believe them.
Yeah. Right.
And so I like would make new friends, and I would ask them like early on in our friendship if they liked it or not. And if they said yes, then I knew it was good.
Right. Like yeah. You asked me when we were
Because,
growing up.
you
You're
know,
like,
they
oh
haven't
no,
known me
you're
long enough to
nice.
be
You're
like-
just trying to be nice. I feel like I remember having at least
Yeah,
one interaction
exactly.
like that growing up.
A lot of that.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, that's just how it's how but like asking someone if like, oh, does this look good, or like, it's the whole do I look fat and distressed scenario.
Right. And it's like
If someone's just like yeah, then like that's better than I would prefer the honesty over like them being like, no, you look fine, and I go out and I don't look fine. You know?
Yeah. So, Elijah in the chat asked, do you write songs around
There's
a
a
melody or
question in
riff
chat.
that pops into your head, or is it more of a little more methodical, or using more of a formula? And I think you mentioned a little bit of this earlier.
Most musicians hate when I answer this question. When I just answer by saying I wing it, they get mad at me.
Yeah. Well,
I usually just like open up my DAW, my digital workspace, and I will look at it. I'll find this little dinky plastic keyboard that I plug into my computer. I'll start pressing buttons on it. I'll find a root note that I like. I'll press it like 4 times, and I'll press another button 4 times, and then 4 more times, and then I'll have the bass for my song.
there you go.
And then I just build off of that.
Yeah. So okay, that makes sense. So you build around a melody or riff that you winged, and then you just sort of figure out what sounds good with that, and you kind of go with the flow.
I will put it this way: I've never once written down one of my songs into a physical format. I don't have any compositions. I don't have any music sheets. I don't have anything lying around. I have nothing. It's all done on the spot digitally.
All right, that's pretty interesting. And then so earlier you mentioned how like you'll be laying in bed at 5 a.m. and something will just come into your nog, and a little riff will come into your nog. And that's there subconsciously. Do you feel like you've ever like taken like
I don't like.
like
Oh,
here we go.
yeah. No,
Perfect timing on the
so
question.
recently, I accidentally rewrote a song.
Accidentally rewrote a song. How?
Kinda.
Kinda.
So I was working on a song that I was working on, right? And I'm like, this sounds a lot like the song that I like. It was the song was Night Called by Kavinsky, and I have done a cover of that song. And so I grabbed the vocals that I had from that song and I put it onto the song that I had just made.
Right.
And it sounds so good that it might as well just be a cover.
Huh.
So I pretty much rewrote a song.
There you go. So Elijah asks, do you ever have a melody
Yes, I
pop in
do
your
have
head?
trouble transferring melodies. Yeah.
I
I have trouble because okay, I know nothing about like actual music theory. So I kind of just like I wing everything. So hearing like a sound in my head, I don't know what notes those are. And so I have to mess around with things. Sometimes I'll just forget the melody that it was originally.
Makes sense. And I don't I think I haven't really encountered songs of yours that you do lyrics on, right? Like there's a few on your SoundCloud, but those are like I'm not.
Um, I've never it's a lie. I've never written my own lyrics. I have sang on a song before. I did some of the vocals on the Night Call cover I did, which isn't anywhere except for SoundCloud and Bandcamp, I think. But if I'm writing lyrics, which I rarely ever do, I rarely ever write lyrics. But if I do, I write a melody in the song first, and then I write out the syllable number of each melody,
Ooh.
and then I try to fit words into those syllables.
Huh.
So like, let me grab. Hold up. This is easier if I draw it out.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm also gonna grab your SoundCloud link while I'm at it. I almost typed in the search part SoundCloud link.
Blank paper. All right. So like, picture like you have a melody that has like, you know, it goes like. It looks something like that.
Right.
In terms of notes, like you have each one of those is a different note. I will try to find words that will fit the phrasing per syllable wise.
Ooh.
So like this would be like a 4-syllable word. And so it's just like,
Well, that makes sense.
it's a long process of finding, and it never works out right, but it works. It makes the most sense in my brain.
All right. That makes sense.
I just don't really know ever what words to write.
Makes sense. And
But
so,
I'm thinking I should write words for one of my newer songs I'm working on.
all right. I'm interested to hear that process. We got one more question before our first ad break, which is, can you record a melody using your voice so you don't forget the original melody? And that's from my mom.
I cannot sing at all. I am like pretty much like tone deaf when it comes to singing. Unless I'm listening to a song. Like I can't just I don't know what notes are, so I don't know how to vocalize them.
Right. That makes sense.
I'm a very bad musician.
I don't think you're a bad musician. I think you just have found ways to work around different ways that your mind works, right? Like you're unique in the processes that you develop.
It's a lot of just when it comes to like writing out a melody, I do what I just did on that paper, where I will write out like the lowest note, and then I'll build up to it, and I'll like make like a map, and I will find out what notes in that map progression sound the best.
Makes sense.
There's like a lot of more easier ways to do this. If I actually knew music theory, then this wouldn't be as hard as it is.
Yeah, but music theory can be difficult in and of itself, right? But
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be running an ad break here.
I dropped out of my music theory class in college.
Yeah, dropped out of music theory class in college. That happens.
All right.
All right, I'm running a quick ad break. Go ahead and drop questions in the chat if you have any, and we'll get back to them after the ad break. If you're a subscriber, we'll answer your question on the ad break. Man.
Like I hated music theory in college.
Yeah. I
dropped out because we were graded on if we could sing or not.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it was awful. I was failing because I couldn't sing. Like all of our homework was like singing in a group and recording it, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. So I just dropped. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I've only dropped 2 classes in college. The other one was a business graphic design class, and I just didn't want to be in a competitive class.
Yeah, competitive classes are really frustrating.
And I was also really sick.
Yeah, you know, being sick kind of gets in the way of being
able to. I
able
just didn't want to be involved with it.
Yeah, makes sense. I've dropped a few classes in college.
Yeah, I had strep throat that landed me in the hospital.
I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I actually remember that.
Yeah, I had to go to the hospital for it, and they were like, it was a pain. I missed the fucking day 1 showing of Detective Pikachu because I was sick. I was so, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Oh man, I did not get to see that in theaters, but I still ended up seeing it. It's actually pretty decent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters. It was good.
Yeah.
I didn't get my free promo card though.
Sad.
Sad.
Yeah. It smells like somebody's making popcorn in my house. All right. So
Popcorn's good.
yeah. So I'm sure those who are watching right now are wondering why you elect to do hand cam. So why do you like not to show your face?
Insecurity.
Insecurity.
That-
I
that's
love
it.
the amount of emotion you conveyed with your hands with that.
That is 100% it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to do some with my hands, but because you know they don't see facial emotions, and I'm better at talking with my hands than I am at not talking with my
Yeah, that's
hands.
true.
You know, so I might as well just do a hand cam.
Yeah.
And it makes sense if I'm doing like a drawing stream or a music stream or an unboxing stream,
Right.
because then my hands are the focal point, and I can just be like, oh, I pulled card, and I can just hold it up to the camera and call it good.
Yeah. Your drawing streams with
I
hand
just say
cameras.
as I knock over everything on my desk.
That's funny. Your drawing streams are super relaxing. Like I remember at the end of the semester, I was just grinding. You weren't actually doing a drawing stream at the end of the semester. You're actually doing Cyberpunk, but still, like your streams were relaxing and fun to watch. At the end of the semester, when I was trying to grind to finish my homework, I was like, okay, I'm hopping in this stream and I'm finishing my homework here. And then I got it done.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's a fun game.
Yeah.
I enjoy Cyberpunk. A lot of great inspirations from that game.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna make any songs based on your experiences with Cyberpunk?
Kinda, maybe. I do want to make a song called Night City at least. I don't know if it will be about Cyberpunk, but
It'll be inspired by.
like none of my songs are really about anything. Yeah.
Right. Mom comments on the no face. Like when the moment the unknown comic ripped the bag off of his head, there's another bag under that bag. Yeah, I get like
Instead of a bag, in this case, it's a TV.
yeah, you one of your logos is of you with a TV head. Yeah, no big reveal.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture to throw it up on stream if you want.
Yeah,
Absolutely no big reveal.
absolutely not.
I can't have my face online. Shh.
Yeah, people are gonna steal.
I've removed all Facebook pictures of me.
Yeah. I saw that.
You can't
Like
find-
literally, I
you can
did.
find
I haven't thrown up
a
your
couple that
SoundCloud
I
link
need to
yet
get
because
taken down.
it has your last name as well on it, and I didn't want to dox you.
Oh, my last name's out there.
Oh.
It's on my Instagram. It's public.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
It's like on my Instagram.
All right, then I'm gonna throw the SoundCloud link. If you want to see
Yeah.
more of his music, here's the SoundCloud. There's more than what's just on Spotify. So let's see here.
Yeah, there's like a whole 2 EPs. There's
Yeah, the one of your.
there's a
that,
whole EP. There's mashups that I can't release. There's a future funk song that's
Yeah.
pretty bopping.
The song Juice. Really good.
Yeah.
Would highly.
Yeah, there's some trap remixes of meme songs.
Yeah. There you go. When you like do you just like find something you like and decide to remix it, or are you thinking like, oh, this works with my style, I'm gonna try, fucking with it and seeing what I can do.
Sometimes I just will find a video on YouTube that's like new free drum samples from X website. And I'll go to the website, I'll grab the drum samples, and I'll make a little tune with them, and then I'll be done with them forever.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I just mess around with things. A lot of my mashups are, would this song go well with these lyrics? Or like, because I have a mashup on there, and I did this before anyone else. This is a proven fact that I mashed up Old Town Road with Rockstars by Nickelback.
That's an interesting
because they
mashup.
sound like the exact same song.
Yeah, if it
And
wasn't
they are.
for
It's the same chord progression, same like rhythm,
yeah, if it wasn't for DMCA, I'd pull that mashup up.
and
but
it sounds pretty good. And then I mashed. Yeah. There was a song by a German rap artist named Crow. I think it's like It's the song is like Once I'm Worldwide, or like Once I'm Big Around the World, or whatever, in
Yeah.
German. And I took the backtrack for that and mixed it with Tachyon by the Death Grips, and it popped off.
Ooh.
So I just do things that I think I would like, then I put them on my SoundCloud.
That makes sense.
I haven't. Oh, did I
So
release my third
what's
album on
interesting about
Bandcamp?
that
I have
is
no
it makes
idea.
sense to me because of ADHD. With ADHD, we have interest-based focus more than priority-based focus. Because I've spent a lot of time, studying ADHD, learning how my brain works or why it doesn't work sometimes. And part of it is that we have interest-based focus. It's really hard to focus on things that our brain does not find interesting. So it makes sense. Like when you talk about, hey, I make things that I think I would like. It's like, oh, interest-based focus. That makes sense to me. I understand that entirely.
Yeah, it's like pretty much all I do is make things that I think I would like. Yeah.
And that's kind of like the content I make when I'm not doing Infodump.
I also just like get distracted by everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm super distractible. But like, so I make
so this little like
because it's like a resource.
I get distracted by the little music bits.
Yeah. So like I make Infodump because it's like a resource. It can be a resource. It's also just cool to showcase people. But then like I just make but it's also content that I would like to watch. Like if other people did something like this, it'd be interesting to watch too. And then with the way I stream and stuff, it's the kinds of content that I would want to watch. I enjoy relatable streamers who are kind of emotive, and you're really emotive with your voice. I don't know if you know this, but like when you stream, you're very emotive with your voice. And so like
I feel like I'm more emotive with my voice when I'm not streaming.
I feel like it
when
depends.
I'm on stream, I'm always just like,
Well, when you're doing
whatever.
art streams, you're more.
But if you check Spencer's VOD from yesterday.
Oh gosh,
Spencer's
like when
VOD of Minecraft from yesterday. I peak on mic at least 4 times because I'm being killed by dragons.
That's hilarious. Well, yeah. So, you want to talk a little bit more about unreleased songs? About, so like
yeah. Like, there's songs that are done. They're like done, but I don't want to release them because I don't think they're done well, or like they're not done enough, and I just keep going back and tweaking little things here and there. And then there's songs that I started that I like that I just have no motivation to finish.
Right. That makes sense.
There's also songs that need vocals that I refuse to write.
Well,
there's also songs that I'm limited by my resources that I can't finish.
That makes sense. Like what kind? Like for example, what resources would you be missing?
I would say a majority of them though are just songs I don't like.
Yeah.
I have no way to record an electric guitar.
What?
And using VSTs or sound bites just don't sound good.
Yeah. What would you need to record an electric guitar? Like out of curiosity. Do you just need like an amp that you plug into a computer? Or like how does that work?
I already have the virtual amp because I got it for free. I have the virtual amp. I have the guitar, but I don't have it's like this rig that you plug the amp or the guitar, and then you plug in a MIDI out. You plug in one of these things into your like little box, and then it will transfer the like audio signals. Or I could use an iRig and record the guitar clean on my phone and then send the audio file, but I don't have that either. So
fair enough.
It's just a lot of me not having small little items.
Yeah. Do you feel that? So something I've noticed about myself is like so for example, I struggle to like be really, really spick and span clean. But like, and especially like I don't like doing dishes after I've cooked. Like if I cook, I prefer to try to find an arrangement where I hate dishes. Yeah, if I can cook for somebody and have them clean the dishes, like that's a situation
that's the best. That's the
yeah.
Best the arrangement. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but then like I guess a lot of people hate that and think of. Most people that I've interacted with recently have said, okay, cooking's a service. You cook and you clean. It's a service. I find that it's easier for me to clean up dishes after myself since I've gotten like nicer things. Like mom got me a cast iron And since I've done that, it's been easier for me to just, yeah, I'll clean up more as I go, because it's fine, because it's like not, it's something that's like, it's nicer,
Right.
there's more, it's more fun to use, which means it's more okay with, cleaning it. But, do you think that if you were given, like, if you had the space, do you feel like you'd have more motivation to do things? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, if you had the space, if you had all the tools.
Like, if I had all the tools, no one could stop me. But I don't have all the tools.
Right.
So, yeah. It's not the space that's limiting. It's what I have that's limiting. Like, this little dinky keyboard was like $15 on Amazon, and the little mod thing doesn't even work. The volume doesn't work. The octave buttons work, but like, if I were to drop $3,000 on a Yamaha or Rhodes, or there's another brand out there, Roland synth, I would make better shit because I could do it all on board rather than doing like a VST based system, which isn't bad. Like I purchased two very professional VSTs that work great, but it's not the same as having an actual like device that I can fine tune on the screen and then fine tune real life and fine tune on the screen.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Elijah, I'm inclined to agree. Mom, I'm inclined to agree, but hey, some people aren't like that, and that's fine. But yeah, and so yeah, but I think you're getting at something interesting there, because there's like, to make music, you can make music, but like to produce it at a higher level, there's a huge like barrier to entry with cost. It seems like. Unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, the actual like production of the music, not really. I mean, okay, depends upon how legit you want to be, right?
Right.
If you want to be like full professional, you have to drop almost $1,000 on an audio program, which currently FL Studio Professional is on sale for 70% off, so it's only $300 rather than the $1,000 that it normally costs, and I purchased it.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm now quote unquote legit, which means my production value is gonna be significantly higher.
Yeah.
But where it comes into like actually promoting your stuff and sending it out, that's relatively easy. There are several online distributors like DistroKid, who I use, and they will send your song out to every like online outlet for music for like $20 a year.
That's really good. That's a good deal.
They'll full send your shit, and then they'll be like, we do not keep, what is it? It's like 90-10. You keep 90%, and they get 10% of whatever you make.
That's not bad.
Which is insanely good.
Yeah, I think that's like services like that are like that seems pretty cool. Like so for example, I'm thinking of launching the merch store for this channel. And people are like, oh, you don't want to go through a distributor. They'll take some cut of the profits. But something that's nice about going through a distributor, even though they take a cut, is that they also do some of the work that's more inconvenient for you.
Here's the thing about merch, right? You have to pick a distributor if you're starting off small. You can't just be like, okay, I will package, and I will ship all of these merchandise items. It is unrealistic to think that a very small creator like yourself can do that. So
Exactly.
using a distributor is like the only way to break in, and then eventually you can move from like Spreadshirt or from Streamlabs to to like Shopify, and then you can like have your actual own brand and everything. There's a several step program. You can't just start at Shopify.
Yeah, no, you have to work your way.
That will cost you tons of money.
Yeah, and then the other thing I was going to comment on with production value and distributors. I was doing two things. One with the distributors and one with production value. The production value is, so like a few weeks ago, I did a infodump on voice acting. I'm not sure if you were there for that or not. But one of the things that we talked about was like the barrier to entry for doing voice acting and like doing it as a hobby versus like, do you want to pursue it as a career? And how like, it doesn't make financial sense for me to drop. Like, not right now, it doesn't make financial sense for me to drop $1,000 on a microphone. A Blue Snowball, while it has its issues, will work until I'm, big enough to get a better one.
I just look for things on sale on Amazon. Like I have a Blue Yeti, and it was on sale for like $60, and I think it sounds pretty good.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, I have a pop filter. I have a mic stand.
Yeah, my mic is set up so just jerry rigged. Like
My mic is the only part of my setup that actually makes sense. My camera is duct taped to an old mic stand, which is duct taped to my desk, which is duct taped to a capo holding it together.
duct tape is everything. My mic stand is attached to a book, an old baseball history book,
Nice.
which is sitting on my desk. And then I have a monitor on top of the book to weigh the book down. Like,
That's smart.
It's smart.
I'm looking at my desk and I just see a bunch of duct tape scraps everywhere.
Yeah. But anyways, like I think that you hit the nail on the head when you said like there's a multi-step process to anything, right? You work your way up. Because
like personally, I think you should be using like Spreadshirt or just even Streamlabs right now to get your merch stuff set up.
I'm probably gonna be setting up tomorrow the Streamlabs.
Because like rather than selling items individually, Streamlabs will sell items with your like logo or whatever on it. Like I have a shirt for sale on Streamlabs right now. I don't think anyone's gonna buy it because it's not like advertised properly. Like I don't care about it. I just have it on there.
Right.
But it sells as the design rather than it sells as a shirt with the design. So I make the commission off the design, whereas Streamlabs makes the commission off of the sweatshirt, the mug, the hoodie, the shirt, or whatever. Like they make as much money as they would if they sold the sweatshirt blank.
Right.
Whereas I make the profit from the content, the design. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking of
doing... it's the same with music distribution. Like they take out a cut because they send it out, right? But I would have to pay that anyway if I sent it out. Right. So I'm making the same amount as I would.
Huh. That's an interesting way to look at it, honestly.
It's just time. I don't think of money as the currency. I think of time and resources as the currency.
Right.
Like, would it cost me time and also my resources to do this, which would in turn cost me money?
Yeah.
And so I think of it like, does it make sense for me to do this, or does it make sense for me to do what I can do and then have someone else do what they can do?
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of distribution and plans and stuff, what are your plans for the future with music? Do you got anything coming soon?
Yeah, soon relative. Like not next week.
Yeah.
But maybe like a month and a half from now, there might be another song out.
Nice. And what step along the way, like, how do you choose which songs to release when? Do you like ever like get more than one song done at once and then space it out, or?
Sometimes I just do. I'll just work on like one song for like a couple weeks, then I'll release it by itself. Sometimes, like when it comes to an album, I will release 6 songs at once, but they took me 2.5 years to make.
Right.
Or a year and a half, however long it took between albums. It was like 18 months or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. It was a while. But like I started, the first song on the album that I made was Etheria, and I started that before my second album was actually done.
You just had the inspiration, you had to get it down. Kind of thing. Hello? Internet?
Yeah.
You're going through a tunnel. You're going through a tunnel. I can't hear you. Well, folks, while Trevor's internet decides whether or not it's gonna work, what questions do y'all have? How are y'all doing? How's your new year treating you? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. True. Yeah. Bad internet happens sometimes. In fact, the mod I'm gonna shout out. Check him out. Drop him a follow. But on his about page, on Trevor's about page, it says, "Internet bad, but I try." And I think that's what we're experiencing here. But yeah, I'm gonna shout right now. I'm gonna shout out And go ahead, y'all, and this is my favorite song from Trevor's SoundCloud that's not on his... Okay, what's that gonna do to my overlay? Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. My head is split. Here, I got it. This looks bad. So, the thing is...
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, internet bad. It happens. But, y'all, this is my favorite song of his from his SoundCloud that's not also on his Spotify. God, this should be an emote. I should make an emote out of this. Just got the Discord split here. This is kind of weird. I just removed like an inch from my face. Just gonna squat, just, you know. But yeah, we're, while we wait for technical difficulties to be fixed, yeah, check out that song on his SoundCloud. Check out his, Spotify. Let me get the link again. God, this looks funky. Here, I know what I'll do. I'll do this. For now, we'll do this. While we wait for technical difficulties to be undifficulted. Yeah, and also, folks, check out this link. He's got a lot of great songs on there. Again, he was my most listened to artist this year. And give him a check out. Give him some listens. It's the same music that we got going in the background right now, albeit I turned it down. Let me turn it up a little bit more so y'all can hear a bit more. But yeah, and then if you have questions you want to ask him when he comes back, if he's able to come back, I'll probably get a Discord message soon. Discord is chugging. Oh yeah. I've got an image to pull up on screen too, real quick. Streamlabs, image, add sort. Nope, that's not what I wanted to add. Image, add source, add a new source. TV, add source. Oh, he's back. He's back.
I'm back.
You're
Hello.
back.
Can you see my
I can't see hand cam. I'm gonna
hand cam.
I'm gonna redo my transform.
Hold up. How's that?
I can see it now.
Internet really said I'm a dip, and then it dipped.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna redo my transform now. You want to answer that question that Elijah just posted in the chat?
Yeah. Let me just open it up and make sure my internet doesn't crap out on itself again.
Yeah.
Where
did I get the? Oh, that's a question for me. Hold on. Elijah, I'm not sure if you know Patrick, but our friend Patrick made the design, and then Trevor actually helped animate it.
It was a two-man process.
It was a two-man process, which both of y'all are gonna get money from the shirts when I sell the shirts with the...
No, just give it to Patrick. I don't need any.
Okay.
He's the one who designed it.
Patrick's gonna get the money from this.
Yeah.
And you did a service. You gave me a gift.
Patrick owes me money.
Yeah, Patrick.
Patrick owes me money.
Yeah.
I don't need the money.
All right. I'm redoing this. Technical difficulties happen, but now they're unhappening.
And I totally could answer that question, as I helped give it to him.
Yeah. Well, Elijah, surprised you maybe. But
I'm
yeah,
back.
Patrick. What's happening? We internet bad.
My internet said it's gonna head out, and then it headed out, and I had to reset everything.
Yeah. Well, then I'm impressed.
I'm glad I could impress.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah. I actually have to run an ad break too, because it's that time.
You should have ran it when I was out.
Yeah, probably, but it's okay. There's only subscribers here. If there's any non-subscribers watching along, I do ad-free viewing for subs. And I answer during Infodump. We answer audience questions, just sort of chat with the audience while the ad break happens, so that way people don't miss any of the meat of the content. But there's still some exclusive content.
Yeah.
You know,
like
the
whole ad-free viewing.
Yeah. All right, and here we go. We're gonna run this ad break and talk to people. But yeah, at least your internet came back, and that's props to the internet for coming back.
I have no clue why it cut out. I bet I'm in a windstorm right now, and I just can't hear it because I have my headphones on.
It's really fucking windy down here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's windier up there.
Oh, it's always awful. I live in northern part of where we're from. I don't want to give my address out, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you live in
middle northern part.
Yeah,
and it's just woods and trees and.
Whenever I think of
danger,
whenever it's like certain windy or certain rainy down here in Tacoma, since Tacoma's big, I'm fine saying Tacoma.
Yeah, no,
like
there's maybe 5,000 people in town that I live in.
Yeah,
you could easily find.
No, exactly. I don't ever say the town.
Yeah.
I'll say the island name, but not the town.
Like I'll say the island name too, but
yeah, like. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to say which place I'm from on here, because that's doxing myself.
Yeah, I'd rather not. I'm like, when I lived up in Bellingham, that's like a big enough city where I would say Bellingham and be fine with it because, you know.
Yeah.
100,000, not 100,000. Like 30,000 people live there.
No, I think it's closer to 100,000.
Is it really?
Yeah, Beham's pretty big. It's like the 5th biggest city in the state, right?
No way.
Well, time to fact check on the ad break. And people, now the ad break's over, so people will catch a little bit.
God damn! Right? 90,000.
Yeah.
Stupid. I wonder if this includes the greater Bellingham area.
Probably. Most population numbers do.
Yeah, I bet it does. I was thinking just like downtown, like in the city part. Well, their downtown is massive, so
yeah,
this might just be downtown.
It might just be downtown. That's true. All right. So I'm trying to think. So. What is the kind of song you're working on right now? Like, are you working on another synthwave? Or are you working on anything unique?
This is this song that I would call it a different genre.
Yep.
Than synthwave. It's like synthwave, but also chiptune.
What does chiptune mean?
Like 8-bit music, video game, like old school video game music. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I'm using like a lot of chiptune instruments, and I'm also using synth stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm down to call it like bitwave or whatever.
Yeah.
But I bet that already exists, and I bet it's what I'm making, so I'm just gonna call it bitwave.
Makes sense. Yeah. Something that I've found interesting so far in this infodump is the interactions between you, Trevor, and between Elijah, because you two are really two of the more musical people I know, but in entirely different genres. And there's still overlap in the like. Elijah's asked questions that you were able to answer, even though there's entirely different genres. Elijah listens to a lot of metal.
I also listen to a lot of metal.
Oh, baby, Elijah's about to ask questions.
By a lot, I mean I listen to like 3 bands, but just like a lot.
You don't make music, but you can still understand it.
I'm more into like power metal and jazz like that. Big fan of bands like Glory Hammer, Hailstorm, Pentakill.
Pentakill?
I love Pentakill's albums are so good. They're so good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
There's not a single Pentakill has not made a single bad song.
Hey, let's go. Yeah. Is that about it on our prep doc? I think is there more you want to talk about?
We covered No Face.
We covered No Face. We covered why it's hard to release songs in album format.
Because it's hard.
Unreleased songs. We talked a lot about that. Plans of the future. What are your dreams? How about some dreams with that? What if you could take your music creation?
I want to do the soundtrack for like a TV show or like a movie or something. That's it. I just want to soundtrack a movie or a TV show. Like if I could help on the soundtrack of Stranger Things, that'd be great. I would love that if I could work with Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein.
Yeah.
The dream.
So, there's some stuff
burn my desk down. I gotta stop. I fidget with things around my desk, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I've been playing with this pen the whole time, but I also have a lighter.
Yeah.
And that's more on the dangerous side.
Yeah, see, I'm playing with scissors, so, like, that's not good either.
I also have scissors.
Yeah. Fair enough, Makilyu.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, if anybody has questions now, go ahead and share them. We're now in the Q&A section of this chat. Do you have any songs, unreleased songs that you kind of want to show bits and pieces of?
I mean, there's okay. Let me find you my.
Because you can send me a link from Discord.
I can send you a link to the VOD because I worked on it on stream.
Oh, okay.
How do I get to my VOD? The video producer, right?
Yeah, it's under content producer.
Okay, I think that was my most recent stream. Nope, I opened up a bunch of Pokemon cards. That's right.
Yeah.
Right, let's
But yeah,
can I clip
speaking of
VOD?
music, Makilyu, Lone Pine here, Trevor makes music. We're listening to it in the background right now.
My browser encountered an error. Eat my ass. This is my VOD. I swear to God, if I get claimed for my music, I'm gonna call up my distributor and be like, hey, it's me.
Yeah, hey, yeah. No, like, I haven't gotten claimed for your music, so that'd be really weird.
You shouldn't be, because it's not in the Content ID system. I make DMCA free music, by the way.
Yeah,
so
DMCA free music.
If you or someone you know has mesothelioma and you stream, use my music. It helps a lot.
Yeah, I've definitely plugged you to some different streamers, because you make good music. And homies support homies.
I try.
You try and you succeed. But yeah.
Okay. Can I clip a VOD?
Yeah.
You can clip a VOD.
You can highlight it. Can you technically clip it as well as a highlight?
I think so.
That wasn't a yes or no question.
That was I think so.
Do you have any plans for streaming after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream some art at like 9 o'clock. What time is it?
It's 6:09. Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have time.
Let's see if artist is still, cause, yep, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I literally have a command that's !artist because I often use Trevor's music in the background. Although for some reason I don't like it when I'm doing Getting Over It. Like, I like the music, but it doesn't vibe with Getting Over It, because when your music is playing, I want to like do things. And with Getting Over It, I need to fucking not.
Right.
Like, I need to, because like with this music, like this is like I'm probably gonna listen to it in the background for spell break when I play that later.
All I'm saying is that my next song is definitely an absolute certified banger.
Yeah. All right. I'm hyped. All right. Once you send me the clip, I'll pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here's it's a clip. I think this is the clip.
All right.
It's not like mastered in any way, but
so this is it's raw. Let me.
Yeah. The vocals are also
can...
pretty raw. I mean, I've worked on them since, but like, I didn't mean to write the song the way it is, but the vocals are just from my Night Call cover.
Yeah.
And they're a friend of mine.
Fair. I'm trying to find my Chrome tab that I've got open on here. Where is, like, why is new Chrome not showing? That's not very cool. I wanna just pull up the clip so I can pull it up on stream, because that'd be kind of nice. Copy.
I mean, you can just play the music, the desktop audio. There's not much to the actual clip, like, visually.
Okay, that works.
You do see my hands, but you can see those right now anyway. So
yeah.
I'm not wearing the glove in the video.
There we go. It's going. Special. Okay.
God damn it. They really fucking
Oh, I really like
back
this.
of my mind, I'm just like, yeah, Night Call.
Yeah, it's good, but
Well, this
I
is now a
fucking
Night
rewrote a
Call
song.
cover.
Happens.
I'm gonna write all my own words to it though, because you know what? I like
I'm
the
gonna
backing
post this
track
clip
so
in
damn
chat
much.
so people can see sort of the process on the FL Studio.
I mean, yeah.
Because
Damn, my dumb
I
ass
like
is
I
dumb,
like
huh?
watching
And also an
streamers
ass.
make content on FL Studio. So like if you whenever you do another music production stream, I'm gonna tune in.
Probably tomorrow, actually.
Bet.
Yeah, I'll work on it tomorrow.
Bet. But yeah, it's
Yes, bet.
yeah. Well, no, I mean like sorry, I just say that as an affirmative thing. It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
incorrect usage of the term bet, but
I use it as like a challenging thing.
yeah.
Like if someone's like, "Oh, can you do
For
this?" I'm like,
me,
bet.
I'll say what are the odds? And Elijah
I
knows
will also
this.
say what are the
But
odds.
so there was a time we were at a tournament in Indiana. By the way, fuck Indiana. So we were there in 1 or 2. Yeah, it's 1 and 2. But while we were in Indiana, it was really stormy. It was like tornado warning weather. We had most of our games canceled. But at the end of the day, of the last day, there was like water. Yeah, right. Who is Indian? I don't know. But there was a bunch of water pooled up in this little ditch next to we were literally playing on farm fields.
And you drank it.
No, the odds were.
Oh.
What are the odds somebody on a different team, or what are the odds you walk through that like puddle, this pond, instead of walking over the bridge? And like they said that to me, and I said 1 and 2. And time stopped. Everybody turned around, and there's a big circle around. You know, this is before COVID started, so like a year before even. So like it was fine to gather around in a circle. And I lost, so I run through. It was really cold, and we were going on a plane later. It was not smart decision making.
That doesn't sound smart.
I really thought I was gonna win, but I forgot I'm bad at RNG.
You had 50% chance. No one's gonna win that.
You're right.
Unless you think of everything as 50% chance, which just ruins the idea of statistics as a whole.
Yeah, I need to have somebody
like
on
when
talk
someone's
stats. I love statistics.
It's like when I'm shiny Pokemon hunting, right? I'm like, there's a 50% chance this is shiny or that it's not shiny, because those are the two options, and that's how I get myself through it.
Yeah, I was thinking
I'll be like 300 Pokemon, and I'm like, you know what? 50% chance. I'm just unlucky.
Yeah.
50% chance. 50% chance.
Okay, I played Catan yesterday, right? And I had a pretty diverse like set of like dice rolls for different resources, and I got fucked. Like we rolled like 50% of the time we rolled like a 6. I was not. Internet go burr again?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Your video was just entirely still for a second. I was like, But yeah,
I have mastered stealth. Like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
But yeah. By the way, folks, I'm filling time just in case there's any more questions. I'm gonna give like 10 more minutes, and then if not, I'm probably gonna switch to like I'll stop and switch to spell break, do the shout outs and stuff. Or if there's more you want to talk about, Trevor. Because again, this is showcasing you. But yeah, chat. Y'all get to decide how much longer we go. If you ask more questions, we'll probably go longer. But I'm just gonna fill some time until then. Do the info dump about experiences. But we're playing Catan. I had 4s, 11s, 7, 8, and a couple other numbers that I can't remember at the time because I was just frustrated because we rolled 6 half the time, and we rolled 12s and 2s more often. We rolled 8 like twice the entire night. And that was like, I was betting that 8, which is something that you can get with 2 dice really frequently. There's like 5 or 6 different ways. I think it's 5 ways. So I was like, yeah, I'll put a city on this 8 and probably get resources at a decent clip,
And you didn't roll any 8s.
None.
That's
like there was 2 the whole night.
I think 7 has the higher chances though.
I think so. But we didn't
1,
roll many
6,
7s.
2,
We just rolled
5,
6
3,
half
4.
the time. Like literally every other roll was a 6.
2,
So
4.
Which was sad because like when I
4-3.
play Catan, I like to play like I like to play the ports and really win by bartering because I don't. It's more fun. It's not optimal, but it's more fun to try to win by barter.
It's like when you play Fallout and you go only speech skill, and you're like, ah, yes, the big bad evil guy at the end of the game. Let me just talk you down from killing everyone.
Yeah, right. Speech 100 kind of thing. That's Skyrim, anyways. So, Tiana T Fizzle asks, music, do you write it? If yes, what are some formats you prefer? I have a hard time figuring out where the chorus should go in my song. That's interesting. Like, how do you figure out where the chorus goes in your songs? This is a three-part question.
Okay. Let me bust out the diagram system again.
Diagram system.
Where'd my pen go? We'll use the Sharpie. All right, so I'm gonna do this upside down so it's easier to see for y'all.
Yeah.
You have your A section, which is a verse. You know, I can't write upside down. You have your B section, which is a chorus. Then you have your C section, which is a bridge.
Removing a baby from the body.
Okay. So you have your A's, your B's, and your C's. The verse, the chorus, the bridge. And so a common structure is A, B, C, B for verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. You end on the chorus. It's a very common like pop structure. I say no to this. And I do. What do I do?
Well,
I do
how about
like
this? Just take your most recent song and break it down, or one of your more recent songs and break it down, like that.
Okay, my internet went bad again. Hold up.
F.
One of my more recent songs. The Hunt is a weird case because it is like verse to verse to verse, no chorus, but it has repeating themes throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, it's got the undertones.
I like to go verse into fuck this. Oh my god. brain is
Brain go
working
burr.
right now. Okay. Verse into chorus into verse into bridge into chorus into verse into chorus.
I really no, and it's a good format. It's really interesting to listen to, you know?
Because the bridge is for the build up into the second chorus, and then the last chorus just fades out.
Yeah. I'd be curious to like take up like some of my favorite songs and see how they do it because I'm pretty basic. Let's be real.
Most pop songs are broken down into
No, but like I'm talking
AB,
about some of my
the AB,
Spanish,
AB,
Spanish
CB.
songs that I really like.
Most pop songs around the world are broken down into AB, AB, CB.
Yeah, but there's one that I like that's I'll show it to you after stream because DMCA.
They're also you typically roughly hold up 3 minutes and 33 seconds long.
Right.
So it's whatever you can fit into that phrasing in that amount of time. That is your typical pop song.
Yeah.
My songs are like 4 minutes or
Yeah.
like a minute and a half.
You didn't know in between. My stepbrother makes some like techno and trance music sometimes, and his songs vary wildly between 3 minutes and 11.
Yeah, you can definitely go hella long on like house jams too.
Yeah.
Like a progressive house song. You can easily bust one out that's 30 minutes long. I guess that's not even an issue.
And then you compose a symphony, and it's like an hour. You know.
Yeah.
I say that as though it's easy to just go like compose a symphony, but you know, like
I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy to compose a symphony. Like a symphony is based around string instruments, right? So they sound good when working with each other. So you can like, if you just keep them together, you can write a symphony that's pretty well. It won't be like a great symphony, but you can write a symphony.
a passable one.
Yeah, you can write a passable symphony. It's not like easy, but it's not like super difficult.
It's not rocket surgery.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas if you want to write an orchestral, you need to have like instruments that aren't stringed, which don't even get me started on them because I have weak lungs.
Yeah. So your new
Like I
song
can
is
buy
like
an
rap.
electronic clarinet, right?
Yeah.
It's
So-
blow into it and I press buttons.
From T Fizzle, my newest song is a rap, and I have 4 verses, then chorus, then bridge, then a finishing verse. I feel like then like I'd be interested to hear that, Tiana. You should plug that to me, play that to me sometime. But I'm interested because like, there's a song I can think of like "Exception" by Token, where it feels like it goes really more. It's more storytelling than like repetitive. Like I feel like there are definitely songs that are more about telling a story than about repeating a sort of a not generic, repeating the chosen melody or riff or whatever.
The rap formula that T-Fizzle talks about, it being, you know, 4 and then a chorus, is like a really good structure for a rap song, because you can change up the flow between each verse. How do you draw a V? You can like have all these verses, right? They can have each a different flow, but they will all be different, and then you have the chorus come in, and it's like significantly different. And then what's that? Bridge, the chorus, bridge, then finishing verse, and then the bridge, you know,
Yeah.
bridge, and then finishing verse, something completely different. And so you have this entire like structure, and it makes for great rap music.
All right.
Think of like, I just talked about this with someone else earlier today. There's like a song that by an unknown artist. I forgot who they are, but it's like a newer song, and it's like really depressing. But it goes into a different flow each verse, and then chorus, and then finish it off with a couple bars.
For sure. I think I think rap is one of those genres that has a lot more to it than like people want to give it credit for. There's a lot of really
great. I fucking love rap.
Yeah, there's a lot of really musically interesting stuff in rap. And there's a lot you can do. Like, there's a lot you can play around with. Like, for example, one of my favorites is Rigor Mortis by Kendrick Lamar. Just because of the way it plays around with that, the beat and the tune in the background. But like, there's a lot you can play around with rap.
True.
And it's just, I think there's something like I learned about not learned about, but really accepted in like anthropology and history classes is our recent ones is that we have to question what we consider to be basic things, like question the formula itself, right? Like, and just even as a thought experiment, just like, why do we think things the way we do? Why is our society structured this way? Like with anthropology and like participant observation, like I've been trying to be more of a participant observer of my own cultures, right? Why do I say PogChamp on Twitch? You know, like why are we linguistically the way we are? Why
do I say PogChamp not on Twitch?
Yeah, well, that's because I'm cringe. Why
do you say cringe?
God, you're right. But yeah, no, it's exactly. It's that process of questioning to figure out why things are the way they are, or even just getting a better understanding of how they are. And I think rap does a good job of that with music. Because music is just like, okay, you have to have a singer that's singing, not rapping, not you know, it's challenging societal expectations of music.
Ever since the start of music, there has always been someone saying music is getting worse than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
The first song that was ever sung was one note. It was like one continuous note, and it was fucking just like
right.
And then
like my people.
And then the next time someone wrote a song, it was like a triad. It was 3 different notes. It was or whatever. Yeah. And the person flipped their fucking shit because it wasn't one pure note. It wouldn't appease whoever they were singing to. Right. And now you have fucking people auto-tuning their voices, and it would kill the Mixolydian composers.
Yeah, no, exactly. The music from today is kind of like if you gave like a medieval peasant a Dorito, they would die. Like, there's too much flavor there.
Can you imagine how happy they'd be though?
You're right. You know, they
die fucking Dorito, they'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then they're ruined on food forever.
Is not complex enough. Whoa.
Yeah.
They would probably like their eyes would dilate.
Yeah, no, it would be a religious
what
experience.
Is this? Yeah.
They'd start worshiping the Church of Doritos.
The Church of Wait.
That's
how the Illuminati started, isn't it?
Yeah, yep.
Someone went back in time and brought someone a fucking Dorito and was like, hey, you want to take a big old bite?
All right, I'm adding that to the quotes, actually. Quote. Add. Wait. Oh, so Bossy Bop is your favorite rap by Storm Z1. I'll have to check that out. Send that to me also. I can't listen to it on stream, probably because ZMC, probably. I don't know.
Dorito God.
Wait. I'm gonna paraphrase it. The Illuminati, I misspelled that, started because someone went back in time
Gotta get back in
and
time.
gave some peasant a Dorito. All right, sweet. Quote number 57. And I think if we don't have any more questions coming in, we'll call it. It's a shorter info dump, but that's fine because it was still really fun.
I disappeared for like 5 minutes.
And that's
It's
fine. I
fucking
ate
gone.
chili and talked to chat. It was kind
Oh,
of fun.
nice.
Trevor, I need to make chili for you sometime when it's.
Now here's the question: do you pronounce it wagyu or wagyu?
I actually don't know the correct pronunciation. I
Neither
haven't-
do I. I say wagyu.
I've
been
said
told it's
wagyu
wrong.
before. I think I say wagyu. But
Wagyu. Wagyu.
but
Or is it wagyu? Or is it wagyu? Who knows? I've heard it only pronounced by Australians, and they say wagyu.
fair. I say wagyu, but like I don't think
Oi.
that's correct either because I'm.
You want some wagyu?
Oh no, we'll have to check it
Oi.
out. Another thing I need to do off stream. But yeah, folks, I'm gonna give you like 2 more minutes for another question. If not, I'm gonna stop stream, and then I'll be back in like 20 minutes, and I'm gonna actually stream some video games. But yeah, I just want to keep the VOD separate for Infodump and not Infodump because I have like 5 episodes of Infodump I actually need to upload, which I keep forgetting to do because I'm lazy. Yeah.
W for wagyu.
W. That's good. Ah, yeah.
It's a W for
But yeah,
Rumbo. No.
as we're wrapping up this info dump, again, if you haven't already, go drop LonePineLive a follow. Go hang out in his streams. He's a great friend of mine.
Yeah, I got like 80 followers.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it's kind of poggers. But yeah, drop him follow. Go hang out in his streams. He makes awesome art. He actually is responsible for my Be Right Back screen, which I haven't used as much lately. But I'm gonna, I need to start. Like, I'm gonna use. This is gonna happen on my 24-hour stream.
I'm responsible for the money picture. It just says money.
Yeah, he made
I'm
the money
responsible for the
picture,
money.
and he made this starting soon screen, and which is also really, really nice.
Yeah.
And you'll see that once I hop onto another game. But for now, folks, we're gonna head out, and I'll see you in like 20 minutes. Any last thing you want to say before we head out, Trevor?
My music is on Spotify.
Yeah. All right. Check out his music on Spotify.
That's it.
And bye. Be back in like 20, 30 minutes.